Aditi Rao Hydari, బాలీవుడ్ నుంచి సమ్మోహనంగా తెలుగు తెరపై అడుగుపెట్టిన తెలుగు భామ. రచ్చగెల్చి ఇంట గెలిచిన ఈ బ్యూటీ ఇప్పుడు అంతరిక్షం 9000 KMPH సినిమాతో మరోసారి తెలుగు ఆడియన్స్ ముందుకు రాబోతోంది. ఘాజీ ఫేమ్ సంకల్ప్ డైరెక్ట్ చేసిన ఈ మూవీ ఈ మంత్ 21న రిలీజ్ కాబోతోంది. ఈ సందర్భంగా అంతరిక్షంలో తన అనుభవాల్ని మనతో షేర్ చేసుకోవడానికి TV5 స్టూడియోలో ఉన్నారు అదితి రావు హైదరి. హాయ్ అదితి.
హాయ్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ ఫర్ coming to our studio.
Thank you for coming down from space onto earth.
We are still, I think, Antarikshamlo Aditi and pettam mem. So you are still in space.
I think so.
How is the experience? Antariksham trailer chusna adanta chusna clearly it's an indication ki everything is related to space and all.
Yeah.
So how is the experience acting in such a movie?
It was amazing because it's a one of a kind film. It's the first of its kind. I'm sorry I can't speak in Telugu. So I'll speak in English.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's the first film set in space in many ways. There have been other films in the past maybe, but in the recent times I think this is the only, and I think for Telugu cinema it's certainly Telugu the first. I think even in Hindi there's been no space film, honestly. So I think one, the concept is very new and very like dramatic and novel. For an actor, I think for me especially as a female actor, I think it was very special because some of the most famous astronauts, female astronauts, have been of Indian origin.
Yeah.
So that responsibility to play Riya, a girl with like physical, mental strength, a smart girl who is essential to a mission with 3 other astronauts, very special.
It's not that easy kada playing Riya. Because astronaut, that body language and all. Did you do any homework? Did you do any study regarding this?
So the thing is, it's not that easy. No, it's very difficult. It's like you can't even imagine how hard it is. But okay, so of course all of us did a little bit of. We did our homework and we did some training, which was quite intensive. And we've all seen films. We've seen Gravity, Interstellar. We've admired them. We all went through actually rope training, harness work, etc. But honestly, you can read and you can prepare as much as you like. But once you come on that set, in that outfit, where, you know, and we were shooting in May. Can you imagine the heat?
My God.
And we needed a very large studio actually. So we were shooting at Annapurna at the largest floor. No ACs can cool such a big floor. And we are in those suits.
Space suits.
I can't even tell you the claustrophobia. But I feel like we actors, somehow we are able to fool ourselves. And we all are always trying to be positive and we always try to be happy because we know that we are doing something special. So then we all stick together and somehow, you know, we get through it and we try to do it as authentically as possible. But it's tough. It's very tough. You can't let the pain show on your face.
True.
You can't show that, oh, we are actually on ground, sweating away, but we are in space. So yeah, it's tough. But I think when you have a team that, you know, helps you and is with you, it really does make a difference.
ఎలా అనిపించింది మూవీ అంతా అయిపోయిన తర్వాత అమ్మయ్య మిషన్ కంప్లీటెడ్ అనిపించిందా?
Actually, you know, it always happens and I've noticed that on very difficult films, while you're going through the difficulty, you'll be sometimes in tears or whatever. But I feel like towards the end of a film, by that time everybody is friendly, everybody is used to each other's rhythm, etc. Then you start missing that process and you feel like, arey, it's over. And actually by the end of this, at least the first schedule, which was the toughest schedule where we were hanging on harnesses like for 50 days or something.
My God.
Towards the end of it, they used to keep bringing us down to give us a break. By the end of it, I was like, no, you keep me up because that pain of coming down and going up again is worse. So you keep me up there, at least I'll climb the walls, I'll do a somersault, I'll do something, keep myself occupied. And I used to take my speaker with me to set. And that, I've never seen a more quiet set than this set because Sankalp doesn't speak, Baba sir doesn't speak, Varun doesn't speak, Rajeev sir doesn't speak.
Okay.
The CG Rajeev sir, little bit he used to speak. The stunt team from Europe, little bit they would speak, but they couldn't speak English. And the Bombay team, little bit they would speak. The noisiest person on that set was
only were you. Okay.
Music, jumping, some drama. Because you need some noise,
Right.
some encouragement to keep working. So yeah.
So it was a big boredom or what?
No. How
Not
can it be boring when you're hanging off a harness? Never boring. Very quiet. I'm not used to that kind level of silence. So either somebody or the other is always screaming, shouting. Some ready, something is happening. Yeah, it is fun.
అంటే అదితి ఎప్పుడు అనుకునేదా ఇలాంటి ఒక స్క్రిప్ట్ రావాలి అని చెప్పి దట్ మేడ్ యూ యాక్సెప్ట్ అంతరిక్షం?
It was a real no-brainer for me to accept the film. Honestly, the way the script came to me first, I was like, anybody can do this, you know, because I like to do a film if there is something I can add value-wise to it, or if there's something exciting in the script like I've not done before. And the way the script was originally, I didn't really feel that, and I felt like, you know, for a team to bring me down from Bombay, etc., I need to justify my presence there. Even to people who have seen me, you know, in movies. And it's not, I'm not a very new, I mean, I'm not an absolutely new actor. I've done movies, etc. So I actually told Sankalp, sir, you know, I would love to do it, but this part is not. You do it, you make the film, it's a very good script, etc. But he is so determined and stubborn, and I thank him for that he was writing at that time and he reworked it in a way that I could not say no. And you know, to play an astronaut, and it's so exciting, and it's a kind of responsibility that is given to you, you know, as actors and as girls and everything. You know, people look at us, they are looking at the work we are choosing. A lot of girls look up to us, a lot of girls ask us about things, etc. And as girls in cinema, I want to make strong decisions and, you know, make decisions that one can be proud of, and people can be proud of me, including my family and the audiences. So I felt like it was like that, and I wanted to do it, and I knew it would be a very memorable film. I like cinema like that, you know, never becomes old and stale.
Right.
So
జనరల్గా అంటే నార్మల్ హీరోయిన్స్లో కాకుండా ఏదైనా మూవీ హీరోయిన్ అనగానే హీరోయిన్ సపోజ్ టు డూ సంథింగ్ అలా ఉంటుంది ఒక ఫార్ములా ప్రకారం. బట్ రియా క్యారెక్టర్ అలా అనిపించట్లా. మీ మాటల్లో చూసినా ట్రైలర్లో చూసినా ఇట్స్ సంథింగ్ మోర్ దాన్ దట్, రైట్?
Because a real heroine is much more than her beauty, honestly. And an astronaut is a true real life heroine. Like, she risks her life, she trains, all kinds of things. I mean, imagine as an actor, if it was so tough to play a part, imagine in real life, it's all real situations. You can't come down from your harness and take a break and have something to eat and chill and listen to music. You're in space, you're sorting out some mission, you're saving the world, you're doing something. So I have so much respect for, you know, working girls who go out, make their own lives, they are true heroes, you know. And I feel like a girl like Ria, an astronaut, is a real life hero. And I feel like a girl or a heroine is much more than her lipstick or her clothes or her hairstyle. It's really about your attitude, your nature, your character, your talent. And you know, a pretty face after some time is boring.
True.
You have to have so much more in you for people to love you. And I feel like I don't want anybody to ever think of me just as a vacant pretty face, because then they'll get bored of me and then the next person will come and replace me, you know. Your talent is the most important thing, and your acting is the first thing. Beauty, hair, makeup, wardrobe, singing, dancing is all a bonus. So if it's there and God's been kind, or your genes have been kind, I thank the genes every day. But my main job is to act and to fulfill my responsibility to the audience, to my director, etc. Everything else is just bonus.
Have you seen Sankalp's Ghazi?
I have, and I feel very happy when, especially with a newer director, when I've seen their film before they've come and narrated to me, I'm damn happy, because I'm like, you know, then I'm not listening to them just because I've heard their film is good. I'm listening to them because I actually liked their film, you know. So I felt very good that I had seen Ghazi, and then he called me and said, I want to.
ఆ సినిమా చూస్తున్నప్పుడు ఇలాంటి డైరెక్టర్స్ యాక్ట్ చేస్తే బాగుంటుంది అని డిడ్ యూ ఫీల్?
I lost you.
When you were watching Ghazi, did you at any point of time did you feel like the director, this person, I should act with this person, such a director?
Actually, you know, I did feel that this person is a director. He's making cinema. You know, he's not just putting together a project and going by any formula. He's creating drama through his story. And I really like, okay, if you put on a film, it's like if you're walking down a street and you see somebody is telling a story, or they're singing or they're performing, you will stop. If it's good, you will watch. Whether you know them, you don't know them, doesn't matter, right? That's the power of storytelling or performance. And I felt with Sankalp, it was his first film. I had no idea. First film, second film, last film, 50th film. The point is, he told a good story, you know. And I did, when I was watching it, 100% was like, oh, I would love to work with a director like this. He's got a vision and he's got a unique way of telling a story. But he's gone straight from a submarine into space. I keep asking him, now where are you going to go? What's the next place?
సో సమ్మోహనం ఒక వండర్ఫుల్ బ్యూటిఫుల్ హీరోయిన్ రియల్ లైఫ్లో ఎలా ఉంటుంది అవన్నీ చూసాం. బట్ అక్కడ కూడా ఒక స్ట్రాంగ్ పర్సనాలిటీ అదితి, అంటే ఒక హీరోయిన్ లైఫ్లో ఎలా ఉంటాయి, ఎలాంటి ప్రాబ్లమ్స్, అప్స్ అండ్ డౌన్స్, ఎవ్రీథింగ్ మొత్తం చూపించారు. బట్ అక్కడ కూడా ఒక స్ట్రాంగ్ పర్సనాలిటీ. ఈవెన్ రియా కూడా మీరు చెప్తున్న మాటల్లో వీ కెన్ గెట్ ఇట్. ఒక స్ట్రాంగ్ గర్ల్ విత్ స్ట్రాంగ్ ఎమోషన్స్ అండ్ అంబిషన్స్. ఏంటి విమెన్ ఎంపవర్మెంట్ ఇలాంటి విషయాల్లో ఏమైనా అదితికి స్పెషల్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఉంటుందా? వై డూ యూ చూస్ సచ్ క్యారెక్టర్స్ ఆర్ ద క్యారెక్టర్స్, సచ్ క్యారెక్టర్స్ కమ్ టు యూ?
I think it's a combination of both. See, it's not like I or anybody else who's doing interesting cinema or good cinema or choosing good girl parts is a poster child for women's empowerment, because women's empowerment is much more than the roles you choose in cinema. But I feel like, you know, all of us girls, especially my generation of actors, we talk so much about wanting change and you know, wanting to be at par with our co-stars, etc., etc. But we have to be part of the change. We have to drive the change. Till we drive the change, nobody else is going to make it happen, you know. So we have to be the change that we want to see. So which is why I feel like I choose my parts instinctively. But I'm also lucky that good directors come to me with parts, and it says a lot about the directors as well. Like I always say this, one of the reasons I respect a person like Manisha or Sanjay Leela Bhansali or even Mohan sir and all so much is that for them, a woman, a girl, a heroine, she is feminine, beautiful, stunningly beautiful, delicate, fragile, all of the above. But inside she is strong and fearless. And those two are not mutually exclusive. If you're beautiful, it doesn't mean that you're dumb. You can be beautiful, you can be vulnerable, you can be gentle, and you can have a very strong heart and and you can be very principled, etc., etc., whatever. So I believe that kind of who you are also attracts those kinds of people into your space. Maybe I don't know what it is, but I guess I have some guardian angels or something works for me, that good people come to me with good scripts. And you know, people always tend to make this difference between commercial cinema and content driven cinema, but I'm like, everybody wants to make a commercial film. But the point is, even in a commercial film, what you call a massy film, there has to be a story.
Right.
You know?
Otherwise people don't accept.
Yeah. So it's not like I only want to do a film like Antariksham. Tomorrow if somebody gives me a film where I have to dance and jump around, like in Manisha's KV, I was dancing and being a heroine and all of the above, whatever. Or any other, maybe take a even more commercial film, like a, I don't know, take a Mahanati. It was commercially viable, but it had a story.
True.
You know? So, or Rangasthalam, very commercially viable, but has a story. So I feel like for me, I want to be part of cinema like that.
So you watch Telugu movies a lot.
I try to watch as much as I can, and whatever I can find online, or if I'm in town, I try to go. Yeah, more and more. Earlier, no. When I was growing up, no. But when I was growing up, I didn't even watch Hindi movies much. My house was a very non-filmy house.
Oh.
It was more dance and music and reading and go out and play and stuff like that. But now I try to watch Tamil movies. Money Source, all I've seen. But now I'm like open, like my horizon is expanding, and I'm watching more cinema and enjoying
Telugu
it.
మాట్లాడడం ఎప్పుడు నేర్చుకుంటారు? You're watching Telugu movies, but when will you speak Telugu?
When will I speak?
How much can you speak?
నాకు తెలుగు రాదు.
అదొక్కటే వచ్చు.
It's a very useful dialogue. Then I know నాకు అన్నం కావాలి, very important. Then whatever, stuff like that.
సాంగ్స్ వచ్చా? హైదరీ, అదితి రావు హైదరీ అనగానే మనం ఎక్కడైనా సరే అదితి రావు హైదరీ సాంగ్ అని కొట్టంగానే సచ్ ఎ లవ్లీ వాయిస్తో ఆ పర్ఫార్మెన్స్, దట్ టు బిఫోర్ ఏఆర్ రెహమాన్.
So lucky, really blessed. But you can't imagine. When I showed it to my friends at Madras Talkies, they were like, "You look like a 5th standard student standing in front of her school and saying."
But it's a dream come true, kada?
Absolutely. It was. That's why I accept. See, I'm not a singer. I'm not a trained singer. I'm a trained dancer, and I've been dancing Bharatanatyam since I was 5 years old. My mother sings. My mother's trained. My grandmother sings really well. So some genetic luck has happened. And Rahman sir heard me during promotions, and he asked me to do this. There was no chance I would say no, but trust me, I was dying. I was so scared. But I feel very lucky.
But it was too good.
Thank you.
ఇప్పుడు మీరు చెప్తున్నారు ఐఎమ్ నాట్ అ ట్రైన్డ్ సింగర్ అని, బట్ ఆ వీడియో చూస్తే ఎవరికి వన్ పర్సన్ కూడా అనిపించదు లైక్ అదితి రావు ఎప్పుడు మ్యూజిక్ నేర్చుకోలేదేమో అని.
Thank you so much. But you know what was scary was, you know, like a lot of concerts, you've pre-recorded it, whatever. It was live, so it was frightening. But I felt very, very lucky and very blessed, because for my portion, Rahman sir said there'll be no orchestra. I will play the piano and she will sing.
Wow.
And I was just like, thank you, God.
Can you sing a line for us? Just a
From
line.
which movie? Which song?
The same song which you sang
Varun.
before. Yeah.
வான் வருவான் தொடுவான் மழை போல் விருவான் மருமம் அறிவான் என்னுள் ஒளிவான் அழகில் நிமிர்வான் தொலைவில் பணிவான் கர்வம் கொண்டால் கல்லாயுரைவான் கல்லாயுரைவான் உறைவான் காதல் வந்தால் கனையாய் நிகிர்வான் என் கள்ள காமுகனை அவன்தான் வருவான்.
Fantastic.
It's a very tough song.
Thank you so much. Actually, I've listened it n number of times. It's a rare opportunity, you know, to listen that in live. Lovely. Future lo eppudina
on a Telugu channel, I'm talking in English and singing in Tamil.
Wow.
This is
lovely combination.
like full integration, national integration.
ఎప్పుడైనా ఫ్యూచర్ లో సింగర్ గా ట్రై చేసే ఛాన్సెస్?
Ayo, I am not a singer. Okay, so Rahman sir's nephew, in May, when we started shooting Antariksham, in fact, I had a neck brace at that time. I got very badly injured during Antariksham, and today, since I have given 10 interviews, I've repeated the story many times. But I was literally supposed to be flat out for 10 days, and just that thought of keeping a whole unit waiting, I just took acupuncture and physiotherapy, and I popped like painkillers. I didn't tell my family. They're all sitting in Hyderabad. I hid it from them, and I came back to set. My manager Shweta knows I was like in mad pain. And around that time, 2 days I took off because I couldn't even stand. And at that time, Rahman sir's nephew called me, GV Prakash. And he was like, Aditi, I've heard you sing with Rahman sir, I want you to sing a song. I was like, listen, please, no, I can't. I'm not a singer. There are much better singers than me in the world. Please go catch them. Don't make me sing, please. He was like, you trust me, it'll be amazing, I was like, I can only sing those soft romantic songs. I can't sing any other kind of song. So he was like, Arey, trust me, it's really nice. And I was like, okay, we'll see. Just now I'm hurt and I'm shooting and I don't have time. Okay, whenever you say. You know when that whenever has come? In December.
Okay.
Because from May to December, I'm hoping he'll forget. He'll go to record somewhere else. Finally, in December, he called me and I felt so guilty and so grateful that somebody has waited for me. I'm a non-singer, but he has waited for me. So I was like, okay, I should quietly, like a good girl, go and do it. So I just recorded it 7 days back. And I'm quite excited actually. I think I hope people like it and don't throw tomatoes. But
on.
It's nice, a very sweet song. I'm happy I did it.
Okay.
And I'm happy he waited. I really have to thank him.
You were meant to sing that song.
I guess. I am a full believer in that.
So what about dubbing part, Aditi? Ee
It's
film
a
ke evana
very
dubbing
sad
evana
story. And I'm still yet to find Sankalp sir and Rajeev sir and fight with them because they've just been very busy with the release. But I'm determined to make sure that they know that I'm very upset, not seriously, but I was actually a little sad because I dubbed for Sammohanam and it was really appreciated and I really enjoyed dubbing, you know, because ultimately it is my mother tongue. I come from very mixed families, but my mother's family speaks Telugu and they were so happy that I spoke. So I really wanted to dub this film, but they dubbed it for me.
Okay.
And I didn't know, and I was shooting at that time, and once I got to know, I was like, no, please let me come and dub, I promise I'll do that. But they were like, no, Aditi, no, whatever. So I'm a bit sad.
Okay.
Maybe next time, next film, I'll dub for sure. I'll make sure I put it in my contract. And I'll dub.
ఎందుకు సమ్మోహనంకి అంతరిక్షంకి ఇంత గ్యాప్ ఎందుకు? అంటే you didn't get the perfect subject or what? Why did you wait?
See, I come from Hindi cinema.
We missed Aditi.
Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. See, I come from my Hindi movie training, so we end up doing like one film max to a year. This year, I had Padmavat release, I had Or Devdas Sudesa, I had Sammohanam, I had Chekkachivanthavanam, and now I have this Antariksham, and I started shooting Dhanush's film and Mishkin sir's film. I'm human.
But we missed you on Telugu screen, Aditi.
That's very sweet of you, and you made my day. But actually, some Antariksham came to me before Sammohanam.
Okay.
But because it's a tough film to put together,
Oh.
they started shooting later. So I finished Sammohanam, and it released in May and in June, and I started shooting Antariksham in May. So actually, I was dubbing Sammohanam in my lunch break.
Oh, okay.
So I used to do my Antariksham harness shots. I used to go straight to the dubbing studio, not eat half the time, or eat half an idli, dub. Luckily, it was great for me because I lost weight. But yeah, it was quite hectic actually because Mohan sir's language is so clean and so good. He didn't leave me. He didn't. There should have been a camera on the other side. Every time he would say, Aditi, the Nate which has to be real, and I'd be like, but I was so grateful to him for, making me do it properly. So yeah, next time.
తెలుగు పీపుల్ అంటే చాలా అప్రిషియేట్ చేస్తారు అదితి, లైక్ ఎంత చక్కగా చెప్పింది అమ్మాయి డబ్బింగ్. సో ఇట్స్ ఆల్వేస్ గుడ్. అలాంటి
it made me so happy to dub, really happy. And I'm happy that I had somebody like Mohan sir to help me through it. Can't do it without a person like that, and he really loves the language, which is why he was so particular about everything. And also I think it helped that because I didn't know the language and the girl in the film also doesn't know, so along the way she learns. Yeah.
ఇక మూవీ విషయంకి వస్తే, వాట్ అబౌట్ ద సినిమాటోగ్రాఫర్? ఇలాంటి మూవీస్ కి కెమెరా వర్క్ గురించి ఎంత మాట్లాడుకున్నా చాలా తక్కువే.
Yeah, actually, Baba sir, he's a very, very respected DOP, etc. He's also an amazing person. He's very, very quiet on set. But if you actually go and talk to him, he's very, well informed and very philosophical, and sometimes he would look at all the things that are happening around him, and then he would, say something very philosophical, and always positive, very, very, very incredible person, and an incredible technician. And I feel like you can't shoot a film like this without an incredible team of technicians. It's not possible, we actors walk away with so much of the glory and the credit. I am one of those actors who believes I am nothing without my director and without that team who makes that film, because you can't imagine the kind of hard work that goes on a set to make you that way, including, everything from the light people to the sound people. Everybody is invested in you doing your best. It's a very humbling feeling. So I'm very, very grateful to all the teams that I've worked with.
And how is it acting with Varun Tej?
It was really good. He's very quiet. He's quiet, and he is, sticks to his group of friends. And but in a way, I appreciate that, because when he comes to set, his concentration is just on the role and on what he's doing, and he's fun. Like, he's good to hang with, but he does his thing. I think what I would tease him the most about was the fact that he's 6'4" or something like that, and I'm 5'3" and a half or 5'4", I don't know whatever. But I used to always tell him, doesn't matter, we're in space. So in that way, it was fun to work with him also, because there were 3 boys and there was me, but there was no difference. We were all doing the same thing, all hung up the same number of hours, all in equal amount of pain. So we were all there together for each other, trying to distract each other, help each other. So there was that good camaraderie, professional camaraderie, but good camaraderie.
What about the other heroine, Lavanya Tripathi? Do you share screen with her?
No.
Okay.
Actually, see, because the film is about a space mission, so it's actually a story of this mission, and it's mostly driven by Ria and Dev and the space center. But she forms a sweet little part of the backstory of Varun's character. So I didn't get to work with her. No.
Okay.
It's, everybody's where they come from and their backstory is also important in the film. Like, I have a grandmother in the film who's very important to my story. And it's because of her that I'm where I am. So in the same way, that little part it takes him to where he is.
So Sammohanam, Antariksham చూస్తేనే అనిపిస్తుంది it will be a big hit అని చెప్పి. Because first of its kind.
I really hope so, because people talk about actors choosing different kinds of content, but I feel like it's the audiences that make us, and if they back content like this, then we can have more courage to choose content like this, So I hope that they will like the film, and I hope they will enjoy it, and I hope they will watch it.
What next, Aditi?
I don't know.
అవునా, ఇంకా తెలుగులో ఏం సాయం చేయలేదా? Okay.
Nothing. There have been a couple of things, but for whatever reason, it's not worked out. But I'm waiting to do something special again. Whether it's content or more massy or whatever, it doesn't matter. As long as it's a good director and a good story, I'm very happy to be a part of it. I love the fun of that, and I love the sort of getting into the character of this. Both are as much fun, and as an actor, it's nice to be versatile. And somehow I've managed that in the Hindi film industry. I'm managing that in Tamil, and I think with Sammohanam and Antariksham being 2 very different films, hopefully I'm managing that here as well, and we'll go on to do more. Let's see.
So New Year resolutions enti?
I don't make resolutions.
Okay.
I feel your resolutions are you have to be determined to do certain things for life, and it's all about your attitude and how you grow as a person, and I think that's the most important thing, to be a good person. Nobody will love you if you're not a good person. I really believe that.
And more Telugu screen పైన మిమ్మల్ని మేము చూడాలని కోరుకుంటున్నాం. Thank you so much.
I would be happy to. Thank you.
Good luck.
Nice chatting with you.